mode. Guys, welcome to the National Gymnastics Training Centre. This is a gymnastics gym. I mean, you guys said it looks like somewhere that you could have a birthday party in, and that's what I feel like every day walking into this gym. It just feels like such a fun environment.
So how did you get into gymnastics?
So I started gymnastics when I was 6, but I always say I actually was doing gymnastics before that. I had a garden trampoline and taught myself how to do a backflip on that trampoline before I even went to gymnastics class. So I think when my mum and dad looked out the window and saw that, they were like, okay, gymnastics is the sport for this guy. But I've done lots of other sports as well.
So obviously when we met earlier, I recognised your face from the TV and stuff. Can you tell us a bit about winning the gold medal?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there is exactly one of the reasons why I do this sport, is to promote it in every way I can. And big victories like winning world championships or competing at the Olympic Games, that really gives the younger generation that motivation to go into the gym and work their hardest. So I mean, the special thing about Olympic sports as well is that you get to represent your country, Ireland, and that's just such a huge pride that I wear that flag on my chest and get to go out there and represent my entire team that's helped me get to this point, my family, but then the entire nation that's supporting me. So I mean, you guys ride races all around the world. Is it a similar feeling?
I suppose it is, yeah. You're getting to represent your country. It's a very proud feeling, and you're getting to meet a lot of different people.
Yeah, I suppose being an international jockey as well is very important. You want to be successful all around the world, so it's good to get to different countries and see what way they do it differently.
Yeah. How does Ireland fare on the international stage?
I think it's one of the best.
Yeah.
We are one. I think Ireland is one of the best, whether it's trainers, jockeys, breed of horse. I think we hold our own wherever we go.
It's something so ingrained into the culture, and surely that rubs off on the success that we have.
For sure. It's known all around the world, and as Colin says, like even the breeding aspect of the green grass in Ireland is so famous for what it produces through the bloodlines and thoroughbreds. You look at different countries where it's all sun, there's no grass, it's a lot harder, and you can't imagine the horses are going to be as good growing up from foals to athletes. They need the best they can get, so all the nutrition and whatnot they get here is definitely a massive help.
It's crazy how the grass actually, even what seems like a small aspect to me, it actually makes such a difference, does it?
Yes, I suppose it's like us athletes eating good food and eating bad food. Do you know, if you're eating junk food, you're not going to be at the same level as they are eating the good stuff. So I suppose all the nutrients in the grass during the summer and whatnot, when all the foals are out there getting all they need. So it's definitely a big help. So what does your training involve in?
I mean, my training involves mostly gymnastics specific work, so we wouldn't do much weight training or work in the fitness gym at all. It would all be in this gymnastics gym, and a lot of body weight exercises. If we can't move our body in the right ways, then it's not going to show out in our routines the same way either.
Yeah. And would you have like a special diet to stick to? Do you have to be as light as you can, or?
Yeah, I mean, just like you guys, it helps to be lighter when you're moving your body in the ways I'm moving it. The lighter you are, the better. But also you have to have that strength aspect, so you need to be able to, actually move your body in the way that you want to. I mean, yeah, do you do much fitness work, off the horse?
Yeah, well, you have to be at the top of your level and be as fit as possible. During the racing season, during the summer, like we'd be racing maybe 5 or 6 days a week, so you'd be very busy, but on the days off, you need to keep on top of it to be at the top of your level. Obviously, you need to be strong, fit, to ride a big animal underneath you and have plenty of control over it, and to be strong against other riders as well is very important, so you need to be...
Is there other riders that neglect that side of the sport? Just don't do fitness work at all?
If you just look at the top boys, they all do it. It's like we said earlier, like if you work hard enough at it, that's how you get to the top, and that's what you need to do. If you look at the top 10 riders, every single one of them will be in really good shape and as fit as fleas.
Yeah.
So can you explain to us what a pommel horse is?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be easier if I just showed you guys. Come on over here. So this is the gymnastics pommel horse. This is a piece of equipment that you would see at the Olympic Games. Right now you're leaning on my blood, sweat and tears, and I spent long days and hours on this piece of apparatus, and it's my baby.
So explain what you have to do on this apparatus to win a competition.
Yeah, so we need to perform a routine that has 10 different skills in it. Those skills actually add up to make a difficulty value, so each skill has an individual value. The more difficult the skill, the higher the value. But then there's also execution judges, so there's a big panel of judges that are there to take points off and then also add up the difficulty value. It's complicated, but it's self-explanatory too. If you see a bent leg or something done that doesn't look easy, it looks like it's laboured, maybe strength is used, then the judges are taking points off. So the difficulty score and the execution score are put together, and that's your overall score.
Okay.
Like skills, is there so many of them that everyone knows, or do you make up your own ones? Do you know what I mean?
That's a great question. So there is a book of skills that have their values written beside them.
Right.
But if you come up with a new skill, then like say I come up with a new skill right now, nobody's done it before, nobody's seen it before, I can submit it, and then my name is put into that book of skills.
Right.
So maybe one day you'll see the McClenaghan performed at the Olympic Games on pommel horse.
Yeah. And do you like just all of a sudden be on this and think, geez, I'm after doing something different there, it might be a bit special? Is that how you do it, or do you go home and study it and think on what you could do to...
There is a studying aspect to it. Unfortunately, it's gotten to this point in the sport where it's so difficult to find new skills because everybody's done the skills that's possible. So you need to be very creative and innovative to come up with them new skills.
So how long does your routine typically last?
So it's probably just under 60 seconds that we have to perform our routine. So it's a short window for a lifetime of work to come down to, really.
Similar to a good 5 furlong horse.
Yeah, happens very fast, doesn't it?
Happens very fast.
It does indeed.
So do you need a leg up in this, or how do you get up on this?
So I could do it myself.
Right.
But
go for it.
just like riding a horse, you got to mount it first. But in gymnastics, you don't just mount a horse like a normal person. You have to make it in the most creative way possible. So it'll look something like this. I want to see that next time you're about to race now.
Jump on it backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at it from this side.
I mean, like the first thing.
I'll give that a go. It looks easy.
The first thing that is what you guys will be able to do is. So yeah, hold on.
Stand there.
Yeah.
So the first thing is you got to try and jump up like this. And then see if you can switch your hand around like that. And then back. And then try with the other leg.
Will we be able to do that?
I think so.
Is that like a start or what's the word?
No chance am I going to be able to do this. Honestly. If I miss, I could just land my ass into the
So
middle.
I could hold your leg and then it'll slow it down a little bit.
Alright, hold on a second.
Sure.
I'll give it a go.
So hop up into support. And then lift this leg up round. Yeah, and then flick it back. Oh,
Good attempt.
Good effort,
Kinda.
Good effort.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Gymnast.
You can get used to it. You need strong wrists.
Yeah.
Hard on the wrist.
When you land, you need to be...
Yeah.
Yeah. You just snap very handy, wouldn't you?
Did you ever break your wrist?
Yes. Yes.
Doing
Yeah.
this?
Lots of stress fractures in my wrists, broken fingers, as you've seen there. Like
Do you wrap up?
I do actually. So boxing straps and then like gymnastics wrist supports that kind of go up your hand to stop them from bending back too much. So there's not really a sport like it where there's that kind of repetitive impact on your hand that way.
Yeah.
I can't think of one sport that's like that. Maybe accidental rugby tackles like that, but even so, it's not purposefully doing that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even the way you didn't fully grab that handle the first time, that can happen to me. It can happen to me in competition. It has happened to me.
Yeah.
But it's just that there's such small room for error on this apparatus.
Yeah. Give it a go.
Give it a go.
Right.
So if you're here for 10 or 15 minutes, you'd be able to do it. You would.
Watch out, Dylan's after you.
So we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It's not
switch
too
your
hard.
hand around. Nice.
That's the
Good
hardest
effort
one.
there.
Yeah, it's the getting back is harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it again, you'll get it this
You'll
time.
get it this time. Nice. That's how it works.
Let me go again.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Try the other leg. Oh,
Nearly.
So what's next then? You do what you do?
Hands
so I mean, those skills that I just taught you guys, they're not even skills in gymnastics.
That's just like getting
get
on a
on it.
horse.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just, that would be what you would teach like really, really young kids. And that's nothing on your part. But
Yeah.
the most basic skills on pommel horse, they still take a lot of time to learn. So it's just one of those sports that like, and you would never see a gymnast at a high level starting when they're an adult or
Yeah,
even
yeah.
in your late teens or early teens. You need to start when you're about
Kid.
6 years old. So this skill that I'm about to do is the baseline of all skills on the pommel horse. It's about continuing your momentum throughout the entire routine. You're not allowed to stop on pommel horse whatsoever. So that 1 minute of routine I'm talking about, it doesn't stop. There's no breaks, there's no rest, there's no gathering your thoughts. It keeps going. And it keeps going by doing this skill. So this is called circling for obvious reasons. And the goal is to do those circles in the most creative ways possible, in the most difficult ways possible, but while keeping your form. That's why my legs are glued together, my toes are pointed, my legs are straight. And this can be done on the one handle, on the leather, sideways on the leather, outwards. And all of those different skills can be combined to make up that list of skills that we talked about there. To learn the circle, we start on this. It's called the mushroom. So this is where each gymnast comes, first of all, to learn how to circle, to learn the fundamentals of pommel before just jumping up on that pommel horse straight away. So even doing walking around, it creates that mind to muscle connection. And over time, you build it up faster and faster until you're doing this. So do you think you could give that a go? First of all, walking around, and then we'll see if you can get a full circle today.
That's right.
We'll give it a go. Break your toes inside.
So you can walk around just to
So
feel it
scared.
out.
I get you.
You take your watch off if you want as well.
I'll just put it up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
I just need to point the toes a bit more.
Yeah, so now, you just got to keep your legs together. Doing a big step into it as well might help, like jumping into it a bit more.
Yeah, swinging.
Mm-hmm.
That was good, wasn't it?
It's getting there. It's getting there.
I think it's
The momentum, I'd say, is the hard. Is
And,
hard.
get my hands up in time.
Yeah.
Go on, try.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
yeah.
jeez. And they have to stay on it. Two hands would have to stay on it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, because more so because you can't do it on one hand. So you want to get those hands down as quick as possible for that two-hand support. Yeah. That's a good effort, that. Good effort there.
Try go the other way.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Good effort.
It's not easy.
I think
not.
this will get one clean circle today will be a victory.
So you want to be like this?
Yeah. Oh, that was
Nearly.
close, you know.
Get
Did you lift up your second hand?
No.
No. So I think if you had lifted that
He
up
keeps
quicker.
getting stuck.
Almost.
It's hard to get it started, I think. Well,
It does help if you do like a small step to the side, because then that like builds your momentum up. That's good. That was it.
Nearly.
That was it. Keep them legs straight.
how was it?
Oh, good effort. That's it. That's a much
You
better
mentioned
effort than
too.
most people do when they come in and try this.
You make it look like it's walking.
Yeah.